Cheng Kwang-yuan named TRA chairman. Taiwan launches home healthcare tech plan. China Airlines flight under investigation after Busan incident. Air India jet crash kills at least 246 people. Trump says China trade deal done. North Korea follows South in suspending loudspeaker broadcasts. Over 1.7 million eggs recalled due to Salmonella concern. Human-sized Labubu doll sells for more than $150,000.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It is Friday, June 13th, World Softball Day, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan's news, Taiwan's transport minister announced key personnel changes.郑光-yuan, 71, a former THSR chairman and MIT graduate, is now chairman of Taiwan Railways. Shi Zhe becomes THSR chairman, and Cheng Yu, former Songsan Creative Park director, will lead the tourism bureau. The reshuffle aims to strengthen leadership across the transportation sector. Taiwan will invest 1 billion NT dollars next year in a home healthcare tech program focusing on rural areas. The National Science Council aims to boost innovation, integration, and infrastructure through interagency collaboration with health, economy, and digital ministries. China Airlines flight CI-186 from Taipei failed to follow ATC instructions while landing in Busan. Taiwan's Transportation Safety Board said Korea's CARAIB will lead the probe, as the incident occurred in South Korea. TSB will assist as the official representative of the aircraft registry state, in line of ICAO rules. And in global news, an Air India airliner carrying 230 passengers and 12 crew members en route to the United Kingdom crashed into a building shortly after takeoff on Thursday, causing at least 246 dead and one surviving passenger. The airliner said the flight, which departed from Ahmedabad at 1:38 p.m., was carrying 242 passengers and crew members on board the Boeing 787-8 aircraft. Of these, 169 were Indian nationals, 53 were British nationals, 1 was a Canadian national, and 7 were Portuguese nationals.
According to hospital officials, the victims include 241 passengers and crew members, as well as 5 medical students who were inside the medical college and hospital that the aircraft crashed into. Hospital officials said many others inside the building were injured, some seriously, and are receiving treatment. The civil hospital in Ahmedabad confirmed that Vishwaskumar Ramesh, one of the passengers on the downed Air India flight, is alive and hospitalized there. His brother said it is a miracle that his brother survived, but he is worried about their other brother who was also on board. The National Transportation Safety Board will be leading a team of U.S. investigators traveling to India to assist in the investigation of the crash.
President Donald Trump on Wednesday said he was very happy with a trade deal that restored a fragile truce in the U.S.-China trade war, a day after negotiators from Washington and Beijing agreed on a framework covering tariff rates. The deal also removed Chinese export restrictions on rare earth minerals and allowed Chinese students access to U.S. universities. Trump told reporters, "We made a great deal with China. We're very happy with it."
We hope that progress made at the London meeting will be conducive to strengthening trust between China and the United States.
Earlier, Trump used his social media platform to offer some of the first details to emerge from 2 days of marathon talks in London that had, in the words of U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, put meat on the bones of an agreement reached last month in Geneva to ease bilateral retaliatory tariffs that had reached crushing triple-digit levels. Trump said, "Our deal with China is done, subject to final approval with President Xi and me. Full magnets and any necessary rare earths will be supplied up front by China. Likewise, we will provide to China what was agreed to, including Chinese students using our colleges and universities. We are getting a total of 55% tariffs. China is getting 10%.
South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said Thursday that North Korea appears to have stopped using loudspeakers near the border targeting South Korea. The JCS said the loudspeaker's broadcasts were not heard on Thursday, and the South Korean military was monitoring Pyongyang's activities. Seoul suspended its own loudspeaker broadcasts near the border targeting North Korea on Wednesday, after having resumed propagandas and K-pop blasts last year during a time of growing tensions with its neighbor.
South Korean President Lee Jae-myung, who took office this month vowing to resume dialogue with the North, ordered the move to ease tension, reduce military confrontation, and build trust, as North Korea has refrained from provocations lately. Those living near the heavily fortified border have opposed the loudspeaker broadcasts, which they blame for severe noise nuisance. The South's military said at the time that Seoul's resumption last July of around-the-clock campaign of loudspeaker broadcasts was in response to Pyongyang's launch of balloons carrying trash over the border. The two Koreas remain technically at war since an armistice ended fighting in the 1950-53 Korean War.
More than 1.7 million eggs are being recalled due to potential contamination with Salmonella, a type of bacteria that can cause foodborne illness and, in rare cases, even death. August Egg Company is voluntarily recalling brown cage-free and brown organic eggs that were distributed between February 3rd and May 15th, 2025 in 9 states. According to an announcement shared on the Food and Drug Administration website, the Hilmer, California-based company announced the recall last Friday.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, a Salmonella outbreak linked to the recalled eggs has already sickened 79 people, with 21 hospitalizations. There have been no reports of deaths so far, the agency stated in a June 6 update. In a statement included in August Egg Company's recall announcement, the company said, "This recall has been initiated due to possible Salmonella enteritis contamination, which poses a health risk. With that in mind, we believe it is appropriate, out of an abundance of caution, to conduct this voluntary recall, as consumers may still have these eggs in their homes."
According to a Chinese auction house, a human-sized Labubu doll was sold this week for a record 1.08 million yuan. The 131-centimeter figurine was sold at the Yongle International Auction in Beijing. The auctioneer said it was now the most expensive toy of its kind in the world. Labubu dolls are quirky monster characters created a decade ago by Hong Kong artist Casey Leung, which have increased in popularity in recent years after a number of celebrities' endorsement. Labubu dolls, sold by Chinese toy company Pop Mart, usually cost around 50 yuan.
48 items were put on sale with around 200 people in attendance. The auction house said it raised a total of 3.37 million yuan. The figurines have sparked a global buying frenzy after frequently appearing in social media posts by Lisa from the K-pop group Blackpink. The soft toys became a viral TikTok trend after being worn by other celebrities including Rihanna and Dua Lipa. Former England football captain David Beckham also posted a photo on Instagram of a Labubu attached to his bag. Earlier this year, Pop Mart pulled the dolls from all UK stores following reports of customers fighting over them. The Chinese retailer often sells the collectible toys in mystery, blind boxes.
The answer for yesterday was C, triggered. The announcement triggered a wave of protests. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Human-sized Labubu doll sells for more than $150,000. Number 1, Frenzy, 狂热, 疯狂. The new iPhone release sent fans into a buying frenzy. Number 2, Spark, 引起, 激起. The politician's speech sparked national debate. Number 3, Auction, 拍卖. The painting was sold at auction for a record price. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comments section. The correct answer will be announced next week. Softball was not invented, as many suspect, to create an easier version of baseball intended for youth and women to play, but instead was created so that great sports of baseball could be brought indoors and enjoyed all year round. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune into Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Wade Lee, your host. I'll see you next time.